Fletcher nearly joined them in January. David Van Zanten was at Celtic as a teenager. John Rankin squiggled a 45-yarder past Artur Boruc here in December.
Yeah, Hibs proved on Wednesday they have enough in their locker to make Celtic sweat today. The midfield did well against Rangers. Rankin has been one of their most consistent performers all season, and Boruc knows him well. And Bamba, well, he does a great job stopping the opposition playing in there. But it's up front that we'll have Gordon Strachan with a few headaches. Mixu Patalainen, well, he'll demand that Riordan and Fletcher give the Celtic manager a few more by full time.
Celtic made one change from the Dundee United match. Paul Hartley is preferred to Mark Crosas. Hartley spent 18 months at Hibs under Alex McLeish, but later became their arch enemy at Hearts. Gary Caldwell and Scott Brown also faced their former club. Caldwell continues as captain in the absence of Stephen McManus. Brown is playing on despite an ankle problem.
Now, Celtic know exactly what's required today, a win and nothing else. The 4-4-2 has that familiar look to it that Strachan enjoys. Continuity of formation and personnel have led to a side with a good understanding. Strong at the back, but they do remain suspect from set pieces. An area Jones, Bamba and Murray may fancy their chances at. The midfield is that bit wiser though, with Hartley back in. His experience is priceless with just 2 games left. McDonald and Samaras up front.
Well, Hibs put a large dent in Rangers' title hopes on Wednesday. Can they now do the same to Celtic's? Celtic don't need anyone to tell them how hard this is going to be. They lost 2-0 here in December. In fact, they've lost on 3 of their last 4 visits to Easter Road. 4 in a row is beckoning for Celtic. It could only be 180 minutes away, but it probably feels a little bit further away than that, because the Old Firm are embroiled in another engrossing duel for the title, and yet again it will go to the wire.
Yep, Hibs no longer a very young side, still young enough though, but they have much more experience of 2 seasons ago, and they're used to these matches now. They know that they have front players that can hurt as long as the midfield and the back line do their job. Certainly against Rangers, for the main part they did. But as Jim Duffy said, it's at the back that they cannot afford to leave any spaces today against a Celtic side that we know are good going forward. I think Hartley coming back in, yeah, I think it is about experience for Celtic with 2 games to go, but also because, having watched Hibs a few times recently, Fletcher likes to drop into a hole in midfield, and I think from a defensive point of view Hartley does a better job in there than Crosas, so I think that's why, or one of the reasons anyway, he's come in today. What Celtic won't want though is that scenario of nerves late on. They want to win this game and win it quickly, and that's not going to be easy.
Gary Caldwell, a former captain of Hibs, now wearing the armband for Celtic, with Stephen McManus sidelined and Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink on the bench. Celtic know they will have to work for it today, and some. If they do return to the top of the SPL table, they will surely have earned the right.
I just had a feeling on Wednesday night that Rangers allowed Hibs to come in and just settle in the match, because they played so poorly in the first half. And that'll certainly be a warning to Celtic coming here today. Cannot afford to allow a team that can play good football to settle.
Well, Hibs have a little to play for, but I doubt it will notice as much. That can often relax a team and make them excel. You suspect Celtic's character is about to undergo a thorough examination.
Rob Jones always wants to be the last one out. One of his many superstitions.
Well, this epic race for the title is proving a draining experience for the Old Firm. It has become a test of endurance. Rangers took over at the top yesterday. It's Celtic's turn to play catch-up. Derek Ryden wasted 2 years of his career at Celtic, really. He never quite fitted into Gordon Strachan's plans. He did his old club a turn, scoring against Rangers the other night, but there'll be no more favours today. Stephen Fletcher there, nearly joined at Celtic in January. Wouldn't it be so ironic if either he or Ryden banged one in today? Two players who left Hibs for Celtic have certainly gone on to better things. Scott Brown, the Scottish PFA's Player of the Year, and the new improved version of Gary Caldwell is the Football Writers and Clydesdale Bank Player of the Year. He'll pick up his Football Writers Award tonight. Gordon Strachan is back in the city of his birth and up against the team he followed as a kid. Iksu Patalainen's team gave Rangers a scare on Wednesday, though. They're having quite a say in the outcome of this title. Ian Bryans is in charge. Next Sunday, it's Dundee United Rangers, it's Celtic against Hearts. Will the title be won at Tannadice for the second year running, or will Celtic clinch it in front of their own fans? Big questions, and the big answers aren't far away. After a twitchy Saturday for Rangers, there is every chance of a jittery Sunday for Celtic. Ross Chisholm for David Van Zanten, who signed for Celtic as a 17-year-old, but never made the first team there. A note of caution and worry for Celtic is that they've only won 2 of their last 9 away games. Naylor's throw. Hartley. Hinkle. It's come off Ian Murray. Fletcher in front of Brown. Bamba and Hartley on a collision course. Here is Bamba. Ryden. Scott Brown, who scored against Celtic in his final game for Hibs here a couple of years ago and was cheered by both sets of fans. Everyone knew he was on his way to Celtic. Samaras got to it in time. McDonald. Brown. Caldwell for Lovens. Hartley. Hinkle. Brown. Naylor. Cut out by Van Zanten. Scott Brown. Scott McDonald. Manhandled by Stephen Tico.
Just a few early warnings for Hibs. They're allowing Scott Brown and Paul Hartley far too much room to pick the ball up and do this kind of pass. You have players of the quality of Brown and Hartley in there. You really need to get closer. You can't allow them so much time on the ball to pick their passes.
Around the corner, and what Celtic would give for an early goal. A mere 3 minutes on the clock as Nakamura floated in. Lovens closely watched by Rankin. And Hartley nips in ahead of Ryden. Nakamura for Brown. Samaras for Hinkle. Celtic looking to get into their stride early at Easter Road. Cleared by Rod Rob Jones.
Yeah, Jones, vital in there for Hibs.
Gary Caldwell, hounded by Stephen Fletcher. Free kick's been given against Fletcher.
Fletcher is just holding Caldwell slightly.
McDonald. McGeady unable to run onto that. Rankin. Naylor. McGeady. And Van Zanten has to turn it out for a corner. Right start from Celtic.
Yeah, quickly in their stride. The passes short and sharp, and that's not that easy on the surface. A lot of grass there, but it's quite dry. It's not slick.
And Lothens openly scoring against Dundee United. Nakamura, ranking guarding that near post. Ryden. Can he get away from Hartley? He has done. But he can't quite pick out Fletcher. Lee Naylor covering. Kanambai seemed to leave that until the last moment. Scott Brown. Nakamura for Hartley. Samaras. Tico. Scott McDonald still might get a chance. Ian Murray. Stephen Fletcher. Stevenson. Murray. Blocked by Hinkle.
Hibs again. Carbon copy really of the way they played against Rangers. Just loving that on the break, the counter-attack. They certainly have the players to do it.
Derek Ryden will take the corner. It was cleared by Lothens. Chisholm setting up Ryden for another cross. And Rob Jones at the front of the queue.
It's a great ball in. Pure power, accuracy, directed straight at Jones. And Naylor does well just to put Jones off slightly.
Rob Jones linked with a summer move to Nottingham Forest. Hibs' home record in the SPL has a certain symmetry about it. Won 6, drawn 6, lost 6. Scored 23, conceded 23. Something's got to change today. Gary Caldwell jeered on his return to Easter Road.
Hartley picking the ball up again in this area. It's because Bamba and Chisholm are just sitting so far back, trying to protect the defence and stop balls into Samaras and McDonald. I think in doing that, you do run the risk of Celtic dictating things a little bit too much.
Stevenson. Sold Murray a little short. Samaras again preferred to Jan Vennegoor of Hesseling. Foul by Fletcher on Hartley.
That's good work again from Fletcher. Gets himself back in that midfield area, works so much for the side. Something that's overlooked at times.
Naylor towards Samaras, but it will skip away from him. Brown, Samaras, confronted by Jones. Naylor. And he scored his first Celtic goal on this ground last season. It was quite a good one. Fancied another there. Gordon Strachan hoping to clinch a fourth successive title, and that certainly would be a considerable achievement. Fletcher making Stevenson work for it. Chisholm. Van Zanten. Tico, who did play as a centre-half quite a bit in France. Chisholm's error. Scott Brown takes over. McDonald. McGeady hugging the touchline. Hinkle. Scott McDonald. It's a corner.
It's too easy to get the ball out to Hinkle there, from a Hibs point of view. Hinkle sends a decent one in, gets a little touch first off, and then Tico does enough.
A few contenders looking to get on the end of this. Nakamura's corner. Samaras! Decent chance, to say the least.
A good ball, and he escapes Murray here at Samaras. And that's enough for him to get the header on target, I would have thought. Prime area there, front post, in line with it. Just got too much on that ball.
Scott Brown, McGeady. Van Zanten clattered into him, that will be a free kick. He'll have his work cut out today. David Van Zanten against this man. Naylor, ready to deliver. Met by Jones, and now Chisholm, who was involved in that controversial incident here on Wednesday. And he cleared it off the line, or maybe he didn't. Ryden's offside. Hinkle for Caldwell. Offside against Scott McDonald. To Patalainen, a legend as a player here. Not quite so popular as a manager yet, but maybe one day.
He's starting to get there as a manager, I'd suggest. Look to have a far better shape about them now, Hibs, in the fact that they have two banks of four. They have the front two. In the past it's been three up front, three in midfield. It's been chopped and changed a bit too much. But now, a bit more settled. They make it difficult for the opposition.
Pounce on that, now McGeady. Samaras and McDonald and Nakamura in the box, but it's overrun by Aidan McGeady. A surprise omission from the Old Firm game, and everyone remains rather baffled as to why that was. But he's been back in the side since. From Tico. Unfortunately, catching Van Zanten. Quick to pick him off the ground. Lewis Stevenson. Nakamura going with him. Nakamura pinches it back. Hartley. Scott Brown. Nakamura not afraid to put a shift in as usual. Here he is again.
Yeah, it was a poor ball though. He did just show Stevenson how it's done. Stevenson tried to hold him off, Nakamura. Realised the strength of the Celtic player.
Rankin. Ryden's on his way. Should carry to Boruc though. Caldwell. Brown for Naylor. Now to go a long way, Brown, but to little effect. Ryden. Fletcher. Stevenson. Murray is ahead of him down that flank. Hartley. Hartley scored 8 goals in 15 Edinburgh derbies for Hearts. Played for Hibs as well. Largely unsuccessful stint here when Alex McLeish was manager. Away by Lovens, but only to Murray. Stevenson. Bamba, well aware that Hartley was coming in. Cleverly done by Bamba. Stephen Fletcher and Glenn Lovens both going for this. Will settle for a throw.
Yeah, Bamba really growing in that role. Sitting midfield player.
Rankin. Beat Boruc from 45 yards here early in the season with his famous squiggler, and he says he's been practicing them again this week.
I know he will have a go if the situation arises.
Naylor. Hinkle. Oh, Scott McDonald. Pulled over by David Van Zanten.
Yeah, Van Zanten's having a go at him because McDonald for me goes down too easy there. He knows that the right back's coming in behind him. He's waiting for the contact.
Brown. Bamba in the way again. He's been in the way of the Old Firm quite a bit this week. Offside Ryden.
Well, it seems that Scott McDonald gets himself in this situation quite often. We saw it with Whittaker in the Old Firm match. I think in the Old Firm match there was more contact that time. It was a definite dive.
Offside again against McDonald. Van Zanten was having none of it, that's for sure.
The whole thing with Hibs at the moment is that they're very one-dimensional. You get the ball into Fletcher when he drops deep. Maybe he lays it off, maybe he turns himself, but the next option is Riordan into that right channel where he spins off all the time. Might have to come up with something a bit different.
Hartley. Naylor. Bamba there again for Hibs. Samaras nearly making his presence felt. Over against Ryden again. McGeady skips away from Rankin. Jones and Samaras, the battle of the big boys. Free kick for Fletcher.
It's quite clever play though from Hibs, because they are allowing Celtic down the sides more often than through the middle. Centrally, they've got Bamba and Chisholm. They don't want the ball played into the two strikers of Celtic, because that's where Mixu Paatelainen feels that they will really get started and become dangerous. And they know that they've got Tico and Jones centrally to deal with anything that comes in the box from a wide area, so pretty sound defensively.
On by Bamba and by Fletcher. It's come off Rankin.
Are there any question marks over whether Hibs would make things as difficult for Celtic as they did Rangers? I think the first 20 minutes sums that up.
Brown. Bamba. Fletcher. Ryden. Stevenson. No foul. Stevenson looking for one, but Ian Bryan's disinterested, and maybe rightly so. Will be a free kick now, though.
I think the referee got caught up on that one there, because McGeady is incensed. I think he did have a decent claim for a free kick, but that one definitely isn't. In the end, the home side got it anyway. I would suggest it's a little bit too far out for the likes of Riordan. He's lining it up anyway.
This is there with Rankin, but
wasn't he the one, Ian, that said that he started the squiggler?
yeah, Ryden and Rankin, the two. Derek Ryden, neither here nor there in the end. Chisholm ready to return it though. And Fletcher, an acrobatic attempt, forces Boruc into action. Chisholm has won it back superbly, but then can't deliver. It's been kept in. Rankin. I don't think Hibs really believed it was staying in. Fletcher goes to opening the scoring in spectacular style against the club he almost joined in January. Scott Brown. Hartley. Hinkle. Hinkle's cross. Samaras. McGeady. Shadowed by Van Zanten, and McGeady stumbling. And Rankin able to pick up the debris.
Well, Fletcher peels away at the back stick. It's a great overhead kick. And I think that makes the save all the better, because Boruc doesn't know where this is going. It comes to him very quickly, it's low, and it's hard. It's in that difficult area, just underneath the goalkeeper, but strong save in the end.
Good goalkeeping. Ian Bryan's just having a word with Paul Hartley, who stopped a quick free kick. Bamba. Tico. Fletcher. By Lovens. Rankin and Naylor both went through. Here is Fletcher. McGeady stops Hibs for now. Fletcher. Well wide.
He's doing well, Fletcher. He's dropping deep, trying to link up with the midfield. When it's in and around the box, he's influential, he's onto it quickly. Always willing to have an effort at goal.
3 goals in his last 5 games, which took him into double figures for this season.
I think he's playing as well now as he's played all season.
He's been linked with a move to Wigan in the Sunday papers today. Wasn't it Real Madrid a while ago?
There's a big difference there then. Just a little bit late on Hartley.
Gary Caldwell. McDonald. Nakamura nearby. Ian Murray lunged in, and that's going to be a yellow card for Murray.
Because Murray goes in with a straight leg. We've seen a few of those recently. He just gets the yellow. There's been a few reds because of it, but I think yellow was right. But Nakamura's on this one. Almost from the corner flag. Just gives him a little bit more angle to work with though.
Bamba watching Caldwell. Key moment, perhaps. Nakamura's free kick. Caldwell almost forcing the issue. Looked for a moment like it might be heading goalwards. Akalambe's claimed that.
Straight from the training ground this one. Caldwell with a late run. I think he thought he had something on target there.
Murray for Stevenson. Celtic need a win here to go into the final day in pole position. It's the other Edinburgh side that Celtic will face a week today. Hearts in Glasgow. On the same day, Rangers go to Dundee United, and Hibs are off to Aberdeen. Nakamura for McDonald. Hinkle. Caldwell. He's perfectly picked out McGeady. Rankin doubling up. McGeady still makes room. Brown. Samaras. Rob Jones. Proving to be quite a barrier to the old firm this week.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Nakamura. Caldwell helps it on to Hinkle. Nakamura. Naylor. And Zanton slipped. It's come off him though for a corner.
Again, Hibs showing Celtic wide. There's absolutely no room to get the ball played into the strikers.
Centre halves looking to make an impression. Nakamura in, and Glenn Loven's met it.
Loven's again very aggressive in there. He's caught past the front post area. It's always going to be difficult then.
Brown. Hinkle. Samaras meant to let it go, but it caught his heel. Ryden. Stevenson chasing. Hinkle has had a look. Knows exactly where he is. Hartley. Nakamura. Brown for Naylor. McDonald. McGeady. McDonald. McGeady again. This is Lee Naylor. Snuffed out by Van Zanten, and Chisholm takes over. Ryden, Fletcher to his right. Gary Caldwell standing firm. McGeady. Rankin for Tico. Hibs neatly playing their way out of potential danger.
Yeah, Tico and Jones in a good first half. Of course, they are protected slightly more there from Bamba and Chisholm.
Murray escaped a challenge from Samaras. Chisholm. Bamba. Tico. Van Zanten. And there'll be a free kick as Naylor blocks Rankin. When we finish here, we're off to Wembley for the Blue Square playoff final. Cambridge United and Torquay United for a place in the Football League. Jones muscling in, shoving Caldwell a bit. Rankin evaded everyone. Ian Murray was trying to close in. Hibs have finished 6th in the previous 2 seasons and might well do so again, although they could still overhaul Aberdeen. Bamba. Oh well. Ryden's presence unnerving for Celtic. Still in that. Tico securing a throw. Hibs beat Celtic here early in the season, but they were twice beaten themselves at Celtic Park. They made quite a few goals, 4-2 and 3-1. Brown. Hinkle. Samaras. McDonald. Rankin. Bamba. Caldwell. Hinkle. Nakamura held back by Chisholm.
Celtic finding it every bit as difficult as Rangers did to break down this Hibs midfield and back four. Extremely resilient.
Hinkle. Easily cut out by Chisholm. Plenty of movement from Fletcher in particular. Caldwell going long to Samaras.
Starkin will have expected this. He knew it would be hard. I think he's looking for certainly better passing when they get into wide areas, better crossing. Because at the moment, the distribution hasn't been good. And that's made it that bit easier for Hibs.
Celtic have a better goal difference than Rangers by just one. They've scored more. But they need to win here to go level on points with their old firm rivals. Celtic have 80 points and 80 goals in the league this season.
Rankin again, putting in so much work to close down Boritz.
Hibs fans certainly enjoyed that boot into touch from Boritz. Samaras, McGeady, Brown.
Yeah, again, Hibs nicking it in exactly the area they're looking to do it in that last third. Closing Celtic down. We've got no intention of closing them down any earlier. Hartley will never get a better and easier game as far as possession is concerned.
Nakamura, McGeady. Bamba with his long legs in. Terrific challenge from Sol Bamba. Wasted by Rankin. Tackled himself.
Well, Bamba doesn't fancy right back or the position he's playing in right now. He wants to be centre half. But what a job he's doing in there. Adapted so well.
Naylor. Nakamura. Here's Hartley. Naylor. McGeady didn't really see that coming, and Van Zanten did. Lee Naylor. For Scott McDonald. Tricked by Van Zanten.
Well, that time he definitely was caught. Scott McDonald. And it looks like this may be the type of area Celtic could get a goal from, because in general play it's not looked too pretty.
It's a set-piece scenario. Certainly offers the prospect of a goal. Nakamura, Caldwell, and Hinkle was... Well, he would have been offside anyway, but he couldn't quite poke it in.
Well, Celtic's best chances have come from this type of area. Caldwell that time, almost on the end of it. Apart from set pieces, a lack of imagination from the team in yellow.
The longer it stays 0-0, the more anxious Celtic will become.
The concern for Mixu Park Line is the fact that when Hibs do get possession, they give it away and they don't look as threatening as they did against Rangers in midweek. Both Fletcher and Riordan not really on the ball that much today.
Brown for Naylor. Ian Murray hearing the instruction. Makalambe to turn it behind for a corner. No point taking a chance in that kind of situation.
No, and they've worked hard in the first part of this match to make sure that Celtic don't get too many chances. Sitting with plenty corners, Celtic.
Nakamura, cleared by Rankin. Hartley aiming to return it to Nakamura, but Rankin intervening again. Neatly kept in by Hartley.
Well, you can do that when there's no one 10 yards near you, and that's been the case the whole first half for Paul Hartley. So much room to play in.
McGeady threatening to have a go. Not a miserable effort by his standards.
Again, it's frustration for Celtic. McGeady not coming close. Credit has to be given to the home side. They've settled their stall. They want to play the counter-attack and make it difficult for the opposition when they're doing that.
Tico and Jones at the heart of Hibs defence today, with Chris Hogg suspended. Caldwell's header, Chisholm, Fletcher, Stevenson. There's a man on, and the man is Paul Hartley. Scott Brown catching Sol Bamba, and there's a card coming out. Yellow card for Brown.
Scott Brown and Bamba. Scott Brown just showing his studs a little. That merits the yellow card.
He has had fewer of them this season, but he did miss the first two games after the split through suspension, against Aberdeen and against the Old Firm. Against the Rangers rather, in the Old Firm game. Derek Riordan over it again. Floats it towards Jones, but wasted somewhat by Hibs.
The Hibs have come closest in this first half. I'm just saying they're not as threatening, they're not, but that overhead kick from Fletcher, they came close. Celtic really haven't had anything to trouble Makalambe.
Caldwell.
That will have to change in the second half if they're looking for the 3 points.
Nakamura. Fletcher wanted a free kick. Needs to get up quickly. Brown for Naylor. McDonald. McGeady. Half-time fast approaching at Easter Road. Hibs offering stubborn resistance. Brown. McGeady. McGeady swivelling superbly. But Rob Jones heads it out.
It's taken something special like this to open up Hibs a little bit and buy a yard or two in the box.
Classy from McGeady. And Zanton seeing off McDonald. Ryden, closely watched by Caldwell. Free kick. Caldwell didn't think so.
Caldwell certainly getting close. I think Ryden's looking for the free kick there.
Van Zanten. Caldwell. Naylor. Brown. Caldwell sending it long to McDonald, took it down superbly, and it's bobbled agonisingly wide for Scott McDonald.
Took a long ball to get Scott McDonald his best chance. It's a big up and under really. He pulls it down so well and he's looking for that back corner. He's unlucky.
Well, there's been no indication of any stoppage time, so we should hear the whistle now. We do. Stephen Fletcher certainly called Artur Boris into action. But as it stands, no way through for Celtic. Half-time at Easter Road. It is Hibs 0, Celtic 0.
Celtic front three before we finish today, John?
I think Big Jan will definitely play a part, but what Celtic what Gordon won't want Celtic to do is start it in long balls, Rob. If Big Jan comes on, they won't want to be direct and start launching it from full-back areas, because Big Rob Jones can deal with that all day long. I still think they just got to keep doing what they're doing. They're having loads of the ball, just keep getting good possession, and it's going to take something special. Maybe a free kick, maybe Sean Maloney can come on. We know Sean can drop his shoulder and make things happen. And I think you will see the subs coming on at some stage, but I don't think there's any need for any panic stations just quite yet.
Goalless half-time at Easter Road. Celtic chasing the title. It would be number 4 on the bounce for Gordon Strachan if he gets there. But there's a bit to do here. Back to the action with Scott and with Ian.
Well, Celtic fans are a little unsettled at the moment. The race for the title has become a rather harrowing experience. Who has got the staying power? We don't really know yet. As it stands, Rangers will go into the final day with a 2-point lead, but that could change significantly over the next 45 minutes. We shall see. Rob Jones covering Tico. Here's Aidan McGeady. McGeady's gone past Van Zanten, and that's a good block again by Bamba.
He was everywhere in the first half. He started the same way, Bamba.
Celtic starting the second half with a sense of urgency as they attack the end that is housing their fans. Nakamura's corner. Met by Fletcher. Hartley returns it to Nakamura. Under pressure right at the start of the second half. Hooked away by Murray. It's bounced on the roof. Ryden. They will be increasingly desperate to see their side score. 45 torturous minutes. It could make such a difference. Samaras took it down so neatly. Great challenge again by Rob Jones. McGeady. Jones keeping Samaras in check. Rob Jones on a personal mission to defy the old firm. He was a colossal figure against Rangers, and likewise today.
Yeah, he is so important to them, not just because of his height. He organised as well, as you can see there, just making sure that everyone's pulling their weight. to agree with Jim Duffy. I think key will be for Celtic moving the ball quicker. They started that way in the second half, but very difficult for them to get in behind if they don't move the ball quickly, because Hibs are sitting so deep. I think that Gordon Strachan will wait a while before the introduction of the likes of Jan Fennerhoff Hesseling, because, you know, as they also said, Rob Jones and Tico will deal with that. I think that sort of threat of height and physique in there.
Aidan McGeady giving Rankin the run around. McDonald sold Naylor a little short, but Naylor was then clipped by Bamba.
Celtic again getting in these areas very often. That's maybe why, talking about substitutions, you may see the likes of Maloney come on, because it's in those areas that he can find that pass. But at the moment, that's a bit away. Celtic have Nakamura and Hartley over the ball to send it in towards Makalambi.
Orwell and Logan's far post. Nakamura, Samaras challenged. Makalambi forced it away. Celtic will come back for more. Naylor's picked up McDonald. Scott McDonald blocked en route, but it's another corner, and Celtic are raising the stakes now.
Well, as soon as McDonald has one-on-one with Van Zanten, you know he's going to go at him. I don't think that was going to be on target though. Slightly fortunate to hit off the hand of Tico and get the corner.
Nakamura leading this one. It's Paul Hartley's corner. Away by Jones. Who else? Nakamura will try again. And Chisholm decided to knock it behind, because McDonald was behind him.
Yet more corner kicks for Celtic. Can they make one count?
The second half so far has been entirely focused on this end. Nakamura, Rob Jones didn't clear it properly that time, but it fell favourably for Hibs. To give Hibs an opportunity perhaps. Fletcher chasing this. Hinkle and Naylor, the two fullbacks, sorted out between them. Rankin pounces on that though. Fletcher. It's a dreadful ball from Stephen Fletcher. Nakamura. Scott McDonald is onto it. Rob Jones again. Immense.
I think the big disappointment for Mixu Paatelainen will be that when Hibs do get possession, they do that. They give it away far too easily. Fletcher, Rankin, Chisholm, all at fault.
McGeady. Amber in front of him now. Nakamura, Scott Brown, Naylor, blocked by Rankin. It's a rearguard action from Hibs in this second half. And Celtic look for that all-important goal. Naylor, it's over Samaras, and Brown arrived. Money with his head.
No, but it's a chance. It's a good chance, because he gets the run on Chisholm. He's in front of him. He needs to try and get something on target there. Twice now they should have done better. Once in the first half from Samaras, and now Brown against Chisholm there. It's all Celtic at the moment.
Rankin, Fletcher. He's picked out Riordan. Gary Caldwell so strong, just about able to force it away from Ryden, but it is a corner.
Well, it was all Celtic, not anymore. Strong play though from Caldwell, who just about gets it clear.
Ryden floats the corner in. Chisholm should return it to Ryden. He does. Samaras stops that. Nakamura now. O'Connell to his left. Advantage played, even though Nakamura was clipped by Rankin. Celtic still going. Scott Brown. Giving Van Zanten the run around. Caldwell's cross away from Samaras. There's going to be a yellow card coming out for John Rankin. That challenge a moment ago.
Yeah, he takes Nakamura right out of play.
Rankin, Bamba, Murray, Stevenson, Chisholm. A loose touch from Chisholm, but he rescued it. It was awkward for Murray though, but he managed to just about hang in there. Fletcher. Brown. Ian Bryan's in the way. From Scott Brown. The referee will be hoping that Hibs don't score. Ryden slithered straight through to Moritz. Hinkle. Nakamura. Probing for that goal, and as far as they're concerned, it just has to come. This is neat. This is Naylor. Offside against Samaras anyway.
If you are going to find an opening, it's through play like that, on the edge of the box, a neat 1-2. Samaras is just a yard offside.
First time Samaras has started a match against Hibs. Ryden. Naylor. He's got a goal kick out of that.
Food for thought for Gordon Strachan now. He got the onslaught he required from his side, just coming out after half-time for 10 minutes or so. It didn't pay dividends. No goal as yet. Maybe thinking about making changes soon.
Chisholm, Fletcher. To run into here for Stephen Fletcher, and he's pushed over by Hartley. Free kick in a cracking position this for Hibs.
Fletcher just drives between Lovens and Hartley, earns the free kick, and I'm sure that Rankin, Fletcher, Riordan, they'll all fancy it.
Moritz in the firing line, sorting out his wall, which is quite extensive on the body count. Rankin has moved away, maybe to join that wall. Fletcher and Ryden over the free kick. Who fancies their chances? It's Derek Ryden, it's against the wall. Pretty tame. Chisholm returns it. Offside against Jones.
Yeah, that was a poor free kick from a good area.
Back-to-back home games against the old firm for Hibs, and they certainly haven't let the Glasgow Giants have it all their own way, not even close. On by Samaras. Looks like Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink will soon be with us. Scored a telling goal in the dying seconds last season against Rangers, which set Celtic up for their title surge. Also scored on the final day.
There's no doubt that Celtic need to change it a bit. Because so far, Tico, Jones, Bamba and Chisholm have just snuffed them out in that department. Very well organised. Very few chances for Celtic.
Samaras. Hinkle has to go back to Caldwell. Tico. The calmest man around.
Yeah, that's confidence for you.
Let that bounce, but Caldwell will send it back to Boruts. They receive it in return. Hartley. McDonald. Here's Naylor. Rankin steps in for Hibs. Took Rangers a while to breach Aberdeen yesterday. Similar story for Celtic today. McGeady for McDonald. Bamba earns a goal kick.
Well, that's why Bamba's played so well today. He's happy to play in front of the central defence, but also make those runs into channels, tracking runners. So athletic in there.
Cometh the hour, cometh the Jan. Vennegoor of Hesselink will be on for the last half hour or so. And he's going to replace Georgios Samaras. Tico. Rankin. Naylor. Brown. Hartley. He's lost it to Stevenson. This could be ominous for Celtic. Ryden. Boruts had his near post guarded. Fletcher was waiting for a cross, mind you, on the other post.
Well, two options, Stevenson. Ryden splits left, Fletcher was right. Just slowed up a little bit there, the ball for Ryden.
Hinkle. Chisholm. Ryden. Handball, Gary Caldwell. That's going to be a yellow card coming Caldwell's way.
It looked like Ryden was going to hold the ball up there and then elected to spin instead. That caught Caldwell.
Two former Hibs players booked on their return to Easter Road, Gary Caldwell and Scott Brown. Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink, not averse to scoring crucial goals for Celtic. He's coming on in place of Samaras. Big Jan has never scored at Easter Road. Now would be a good time to break his duck here. but he's on defensive duty initially. Murray launching it towards Rob Jones. Venegora Hesseling gets his first touch. Not sure what that was meant to be by Van Zanten. These are times of torment for everyone involved in an engrossing title duel. As it stands, going into the last day, Rangers would have 83 points, Celtic would have 81, but a better goal difference. Just. Rangers fans had to suffer a bit yesterday when Aberdeen got back into the game. And Celtic fans turned today. Jones furious with the delivery from Rankin.
Well, that's a poor ball because there haven't been many chances to send it in towards Rob Jones. That one was wasted.
SPL title up for grabs. That's why it's so demanding and so draining. Fletcher. Ryden! Took it first time. He's having a few goes.
What a chance for a man who loves to score spectacular goals. Great interplay from the two strikers though. Fletcher laying it into Riordan and a good run.
Celtic will be hoping the Hibs might tire a little after their exploits against Rangers. Celtic cannot afford to feel weary. They have to score to go into the last day on top. Hinkle. McGeady. Naylor takes over. Donald. Naylor. It's Nakamura at the far post. Murray there too. Brown. Hinkle. McGeady. Oh, Makalambe took it away from the incoming Venegora Hesseling. Body was pushed. Fletcher has sent it well away from Ryden anyway. "25 minutes left. Everyone's getting more and more ruffled. Scott Brown has lost it to Ross Chisholm. Ryden would have been offside. McDonald. Hartley is steaming through the middle. McDonald lost his way somewhat.
Yeah, the ball is catching in the surface at times.
No foul. Rankin raging. Sean Maloney may be coming on soon for Celtic. Ferocious tackle again from Sol Bamba.
He has been brilliant today for Hibs. Sol Bamba in that midfield area.
McGeady.
I'll be happy to see that one in his arms. He had just one hand on this one. Good ball back across from McGeady.
That's a free kick for Fletcher.
Well, the way that Hibs are playing, They are able to conserve their energy because they're so compact as a unit at the back. And it's the front two that really are expending the most energy.
Well, Scott Brown has been troubled by an ankle injury this week. He's hardly trained, and it's he who has been replaced by Sean Maloney.
I didn't think it would take long for Maloney to come on. They need something a little bit different, do Celtic.
Maloney has scored 5 goals this season, and all 5 of them have been opening goals in matches. Murray's free kick. Bamba rising with Lovens. Nakamura now for McGeady. Celtic pursuing a goal that would really change the picture. McGeady, and it hit his own man. McDonald, goal kick.
That's a great run. And this was certainly on target. Just opens up for McGeady. A good run from Nakamura to draw a couple of players. And that looks like it's on target, and Makalambi would have had to have worked.
Nice pack on the ankle that has given Scott Brown a few worries lately. It remains 0-0. Not good enough for Celtic. Maloney. Touched away from him by Stevenson. Murray. Nakamura. Hartley. Shook off Chisholm. Hinkle. Maloney. Jones forced to come across. Never any doubt that he was going to get there.
Again a rock, well read as well, from a central position to come out.
It's a Hibs throw.
Only just looking to get a touch there, uncompromising from Jones.
Didn't really look like a Hibs throw, but that's what they have. Wrong place this time. In fact, it is a Celtic throw now. "20 minutes left, and they are going to be excruciating for Celtic and their fans, and for Rangers and their fans." Hartley. McGeady. Naylor. Nakamura. McDonald. Venegora Hesselink. McDonald! Makalambi spread himself. Still in. Jones clears it. That's going to be a free kick. Needless foul given away by Nakamura.
A real chance there from Celtic. Great play from Jan Venegora Hesselink and Scott McDonald, who holds it up well. And then the ball in, it's a great save, because Makalambi is out so quickly to narrow the angle, and it makes himself big.
Well, there are 6'6" of him. Yves Makalambi, the Belgian sign from Chelsea. Offside against Derek Ryden. Portsmouth are safe. Sunderland could be if they get the right result tomorrow at Fratton Park. You can see it from 7 on Setanta Sports 1. Going over the head of Hinkle from Nakamura, of all people. Celtic are suffering a bit. Chisholm who was booked, we think. Free kick for Ryden. And the stakes are getting higher and higher at Easter Road. Sunshine on Leaf, and we are reaching boiling point. Chisholm was booked for a foul on Hartley. Ryden's free kick. Fletcher! Didn't quite connect, had he done so, Celtic could have been behind.
Absolutely. It's a great ball in. Difficult one to take. Lovin's coming across as well, but if he had connected.
Hartley. Maloney. McDonald. Into the path of Lee Naylor. Celtic will take a goal any which way they can. McGeady looking to provide it. Makalambe got a touch on it again. Hinkle. Nakamura. Benegora Hesseling. Maloney. The tension is rising and rising and then rising a bit more. McGeady in. Murray out. Hinkle. Rob Jones won it. Nakamura. Naylor. McDonald. Jones away. Only to Nakamura and to Hinkle. Celtic come again. Hartley!
The Hibs so well organised. Celtic have to make this their best. Efforts from goal from 25 yards or so. The home side will be happy with that. But they won't be.
It's becoming more and more exhausting and energy sapping with the title at stake. McGeady, McDonald. Hinkle's going to come in on this. Benegora Hesseling over and out.
Chance, big chance. This time he evades a marker. Jan Penrith Hesseling gets away from Bamba, and that has to be for a man who lives on this kind of ball. He knows he's got to hit target.
Yellow card for Makalambe for a touch of time wasting. Makalambe, the fourth Hibs player to see yellow. Naylor's throw. Tico and Jones both went for that. Fletcher. Ryden up on his own. All ball for Lovens. Celtic plugging away, but still no goal yet. And that's surely going to drift away from McGeady. Desperately disappointing from Lee Naylor.
All the time in the world there. I'm sure he can't believe it. It's just rushed from Naylor.
It's a riveting battle for the title based on extreme tension. Scott McDonald showing interest. Stephen Tico is with him. McDonald shrugged off Tico. Away by guess who? Jones. McGeady. McDonald. Rankin. Goal kick.
Well, the more frustration Celtic feel, the more determined Hibs get.
Celtic, edgy, jumpy, a bag of nerves at that end of the ground. The whole stand of nerves. It's a foul by Bamba on Nakamura. As it stands, if Rangers win at Dundee United a week today, they will be champions. Celtic, though, not averse to a late goal in their time. Boy, do they need one now. Hinkle. Naylor. McGeady. McDonald, McGeady, he's going to have a run at Van Zanten. He's got the ball, it's a corner.
Well, McGeady was down, but I don't think he was ever getting this one. Good tackle from Van Zanten. Outstretched leg, it had to be good, and it was.
Paul Hartley's corner. Caldwell and Maloney were the men at the far post. I don't think Maloney was expecting it to come to him. Another opportunity goes begging as we head towards the last 10 tantalising minutes. He looks a little lonely at the moment.
Well, he knows that his side will not give up. It's just whether they've got enough today about them to get the win.
Maloney won it back. Lovens. Naylor. Celtic's need could not be more urgent if it tried now. Hinkle. Maloney. Nakamura. Naylor. McDonald. McGeady. Naylor. Right in all that.
Well, Hibs are just capped in now. Have been for the last 10 minutes or so, edge of the box stuff, but still well organised.
Hartley. McGeady. McGeady for Pennacore or Hesseling, but Rob Jones rather typically had the first save. Nakamura for Maloney. Hinkle. Maloney. Cleared by Jones again, albeit rather awkwardly. Hinkle. Vennegoor goes in. And Rob Jones scoops it away.
Celtic throwing everything at it now.
This is a compelling watch. Advantage played. It's a corner, but Bamba is going to get a yellow card. Celtic might have fancied the free kick.
Hinkle floats it in, Jan Vennegoor goes up with Makalambi, the ball spills. Hartley just can't get there.
It's absolutely absorbing. It's a corner for Celtic, who have to score, and they're running out of time. Nakamura made to wait. Here it comes now though, and Makalambi grabs it.
Certainly has been one of his best performances for Hibs, Makalambi. He's looked assured today, as well as Bamba and Jones. Big players for the home side today.
Offside, Ryden. going straight back up that end from Caldwell. Venegora Hesselink. McDonald away by Van Zanten. There's not much relief for Hibs at the moment. Celtic frantically searching for a goal. McDonald. Fletcher may just offer a bit of relief. Riordan onside this time, but Boris out anyway.
If it had been a better ball, Riordan was definitely in there.
Boris a virtual spectator at the moment. Jones just nudging Venegora Hesselink out of the way.
There's a lot of talk before the match why Hibs want to keep Rob Jones. It looks like he may be off at the end of the season, but today just sums it up. It's been absolutely brilliant back there.
Fletcher's down hurt. The pressure increases on Celtic as every second ticks by. Rangers will stay top unless Celtic can snatch a late winner at Easter Road. It's going to be quite a weekend next weekend with Inverness and Falkirk playing each other in the fight for survival at the bottom. It's going to be some Saturday and some Sunday. Here is Hinkle. Gidi made contact. Zanten and Rankin able to clear. Drops nicely for Nakamura. And he's gone for Maloney. Maloney did well, but Makalambai easily able to clutch it again. Gordon Strachan anguished, and he's not alone as those Celtic fans start to worry big time. Well, they've been worrying for a bit now actually. 16 times Celtic have won games in the last 5 minutes under Strachan. We're into the last 5 minutes. Nakamura. Jones stretching for that, needs a second go at it. Maloney has let it go for the corner.
And we had chances from corners in the first half, Celtic. They need one now.
The Celtic fans behind that goal are all on their feet. Nakamura then into the mix. Kalambe didn't seem to look overly confident on that.
Well, he believes he was fouled. He certainly comes out, and I think he just misjudges that one. So much swerve in the ball from Nakamura. And that time the goalkeeper gets very, very lucky.
Well, there was a twist in the title's tail on Wednesday when Rangers came here and were held to a draw. At the moment it's Celtic's turn to be held at Easter Road. They need a hero to step forward. Offside for the umpteenth time, Derek Riordan.
For all their possession, Celtic, they really haven't been able to carve Hibs open very often. Just one or two good chances.
Venegora Hesselink putting himself about. Kalambe can't pick that up. Hinkle. Big shout from the keeper. And Scott McDonald did enough to earn a corner for Celtic.
Bamba allows it to go back, and that should be Makalambe's ball all day.
Maybe that's the break that Celtic needed. With just a few minutes left of the 90. Hartley in the mix, away by Rob Jones. Who else? Nakamura. Donald trying to keep it in, but Fletcher got to grips with it. And Celtic short of the back now, gambling in their search for a goal. It's Lewis Stevenson charging through the middle, if Ryder can find him. Rankin's arrived on the scene as well. It's a team effort at Porridge though. Counter-attack born out of Celtic's desire to score. 2 minutes of the 90 left. I bet not many Rangers fans can bring themselves to watch the rest of this game. Maybe not some Celtic either, unless Maloney, McGeady, and in steps David Van Zanten. Couldn't clear it though. Bamba trying to dig it out, so too Tico. Here's Hinkle. It's furious and it's frantic. Benagura Hesselink. McGeady not really reacting, and Van Zanten was able to launch it. They are running out of time. Unless Celtic can score, Rangers will be going into the final day on top of the table and in charge of this title race. Bamba, who's been outstanding. Paul Hanlon is going to take the place of Sol Bamba. It's been a superhuman effort from Hibs, it must be said, to keep Celtic at bay. They continue to stifle them. Ryden. Matches open up for Hibs. Rankin ran into Naylor. 90 minutes are almost up, and there's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. 3 minutes in which Celtic must score if they are to be masters of their own destiny a week today. McGeady's been taken out. And a yellow card for Van Zanten, and that's 6 Hibs players who've been booked. Whenever Celtic need a goal, the time is now. Lee Naylor takes it. Van Zanten met it. Lovens. Nakamura! I think it was Jones who diverted that away for a corner.
Oh yeah, again, Rob Jones. Lovens lays it off for Nakamura as a pot shot. Good defending again. It may have been just keeping over this one.
This title race has been gripping and grueling. Nakamura's corner. Makalambai fouled. Free kick.
Jan Fenner-Hesselink comes right across the goalkeeper. Boric is in there as well. And then Caldwell. And this time Makalambai does get the free kick.
Celtic firing blanks today. Although there have been some towering performances for Hibs in their quest to keep a clean sheet against the defending champions. Guess what? He's offside. Derek Ryden won't be offside again in stoppage time, because he's going to be replaced. He got booked for booting the ball away, and he's going to be replaced by Alan O'Brien.
Well, these last 2 matches have earned Hibs an awful lot of respect.
Yes, 2 honest, worthy performances from Hibs against the Old Firm. Last minute of stoppage time. Rob Jones happy to let that go. It's looking like back-to-back home draws for Hibs against Rangers and Celtic. It's looking like Gordon Strachan's hopes of a 4th title in 4 years will depend on Rangers slipping up at Tannadice and on Celtic seeing off Hearts next Sunday. Not long left now. Will there be one last chance coming Celtic's way? Ian Bryan just looked at his watch. Maloney. Last chance to get it in the box. Nakamura. No foul. Alan O'Brien for Stephen Fletcher. And John Rankin. Offside O'Brien. It's over. And there was no way through for Gordon Strachan Celtic. And the title pendulum has swung the way of Rangers. They will go into the final day with a 2-point lead. If they win at Tannadice, they will be champions. Celtic have to hope they slip up whilst doing a job themselves at home to Hearts. It's going to be a dramatic conclusion to this title race between the Old Firm. Rob Jones, outstanding against Rangers and outstanding today against Celtic, and Hibs have certainly done their best over these two games to have a say in the outcome of the title. Who knows, there might be a final twist in the tale. Celtic are certainly hoping that there will be, but at the moment Rangers have the title in their hands, theirs to lose. It has finished at Easter Road. Hibs 0, Celtic 0.
So stand by for a final SPL weekend for winners and losers.